Welcome, people. Thanks for joining me again. We're at Adrian's and seeing what form of Temu fabulousness have I got to show you today. And I do have some fabulousness. I'm going to start off with one most darling item, and I am definitely in need of it. So I'm very happy that this design came up and I got it on a most recent delivery. I'm looking, I priced things and didn't pre-unsticky them or anything great like that that would be helpful. It's funny how we lose our words as our fingers don't get to doing what we want them to do. Okay. Well, I'm already down 2 nails, and they went out today. And by the way, how are you all? I went out today, as ever, putting it off for as long as possible before leaving the house. But what's one thing that could get me out there was I wanted to do a 2-item return to Temu so I could get that into the system so I can get the credit money back so that I have something else to order because those items were not correct. And 2 months it's been, and I haven't managed to have gotten my niece's box over to Southern California area. It was a holiday box because her birthday is the day after Christmas, and so everything. Well, proud to say that her box went out today, and so did my return. Okay. Such a satisfying sound, isn't that? Well, this darling little pill case says Black Cat Sink and Company. Black Cat Sink and Company. I do seem to have a thing about sinks and bathtubs with, if not a zebra in the bathtub, cats on a sink, and this one's cats in a sink, even with water pouring down. That would not be Miss Sassy, but it's cute enough, and it says Black Cat, and that's what I have. And I just love that satisfying release, and it is like a little metal mirror thingy. And a 2 separation. Perfect for just a little outlay of pills that I want to make sure that I have with me. I'm looking at this, telling you though, I'm not sure if this part sticking out here is going to be absolutely safe and happy in my purse. But we will find out. You'll find out. Don't want to be a Debbie Downer because it is cute and I did need it. All right. I paid $2.63 and I think that you could be getting it for $2.52 now. Not sure if I got a price adjustment on this or not. All right, one fabulous item down, and then I can organize it to be in my purse tomorrow. Oh, I want to show you this. Something I really liked that other haulers had been showing. And I mentioned to my daughter-in-law about them and that I had ordered one for her and one for me. Especially December was one of the hardest months for the little family. And so whomever in the family wants to turn to God in their own way, whoever can, and They're called little prayer quilts. So it's like a little pillow. Like a little pillow. And inside is a little tag that says the prayer quilt. And I do believe this says one thing and this little bit says another. So I think that should be sewn on to there, even though that's cardboardy. What have you, Adrian? Well, you can be enjoying looking at this. I'll read you what's on the little card. It says, prayer quilt, a little hug from God to carry you through your day. May the presence of someone praying for you bring you comfort, hope, peace, and safe harbor found in each stitch created especially for you. Well, I didn't read that very well because the pauses were incorrect. Now the prayer quilt itself, okay, can you get to read this? This is what I had just read to you, if you're able to read that. The prayer quilt little pillow itself. I'm a little prayer quilt to hold in your hand, to help when trouble arises, those things you did not plan. When your fingers touch the cross tucked inside, remember that God is always by your side. Hold me tight in your fist if it helps. Calm your fears, and don't be afraid to use me to wipe away your tears. Sorry, let that one get out of focus. I don't know if I held that up long enough if you wanted to get a screenshot of this little sweet thing. But what got to me was when the other haulers had shown them was the surprise each of them had that it had a cross inside. So when you're holding on, isn't that what we do some of these times in life? We're just holding on. There's a cross in there. There's something solid and firm. So here we've got a soft place to hug and to hold with a cross and firmness. And that is one of the best things, is when you can get outside of yourself. Give it over to a higher power, your God, a doorknob, whatever works for you, but sometimes you just need to give things away. That was world religion class. They brought up the doorknob thing. Well, started off at $2.24 for this most adorable, adorable item. Got a 38-cent refund. Then it was like I got an 81-cent refund. And then I got an 87-cent refund. And by that point, was it free? Because it only started out at $2.24. Okay, possibly it was free for whatever marked down reasons. Now this one, more reasonably, that's why I really don't know if I should believe this one. This one again, this one started off at $2.39, got the 87-cent markdown, and got the 38-cent markdown, where this one I had down that I got an 81 and an 87 cent. So it's so confusing. Bottom line is, I own them. They're here. Whether they were $1.14 each or one was free and one kicked $1.14. But the artwork and the little pillow part, they're all the same. So that's going to be one for my daughter-in-law and one for me. And that definitely goes along with how I am choosing to experience my 2025. 2024, the last several months, had been extremely trying. I had asked you all to pray for, I was talked about picturing the movie of the Flockharts family type of thing, but it was like the circle. The family is the circle, the Flockhart. And I brought that up and said to that in the Flockhart circle, somebody needed prayers for an illness. Very, 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 very illness. And then within December, and if not before, but mid-December, kind of my emotional world really crashed because the closest member to my heart experienced a medical situation that is still not resolved and has had some improvement, but it's still very, very tenuous. And part of 2025 was accepting that the Flockhart family person just keep asking for love and support and prayers and such for the person and everybody in the group, and those closest, and just a little, you know what I'm saying, in the family, and in my closest circle of family, if the person that I was losing myself in December. I was really, really losing myself. So I knew I needed to pull back and could start my own behavioral therapy, which is what Kaiser offers, and change my behaviors. And a lot of that had to do with cutting back on being involved with Temu. Every one of us, I speak globally, of course, many of us have put out there that we need other things to show. We can't just endlessly be spending money on Temu, especially the longer that we've been on hauling. We've bought a lot of Temu. And coming through December and January, I'm still working on divesting myself of having too much of everything again in my life. And I'm enjoying getting stuff together and taking it to Goodwill. We'll see this time around that I did send a big bag to thread up. We'll see if I make any money this time. Last time I did. Diversification, move it, move it, move it. Less items means less clutter, and less clutter means a calmer mind, because I may have everything out on display and this, that, and the other, but that's a difference between just clutter on the floor and holiday created enormous clutter. So I don't know how all you have been handling your post-Christmas clutter, but one thing that I'm handling post-Christmas, we'll get back to Temu right now, is, did you see that in November or October, that at Dollar Tree, they usually have a very large selection of calendars, including a desk calendar. That means desk, that global term for desk calendar. Well, they didn't have a desk calendar at my stores this year, and they had very few calendars, so I hadn't bought one yet because, of course, I didn't like the selections. And last year I didn't really like the selections, so I'd kept the picture from the year before, just kept tagging it up every month. Well, so I didn't get a desk calendar. And on Temu, Adrienne, your notes are on there. So I got, because the desk calendar, I always hung up on a big space on a kitchen pantry wall. And that way it would just hang there and be very handy, and big blocks of this, that, and the other. So this is not anywhere near as big as a desk blotter calendar, as they would have called them, but got the right dates, and that one counts. And a really pretty ribbon. And in fact, this is Van Gogh. Back here, they've taken a Starry Night of Van Gogh and used that as their header. I believe the whole calendar is the same. No, I'm lying. It looks like it's Impressionist. So that's nice. So this month we're starting with Van Gogh. I believe I saw a Monet. So the little headers will be French Impressionists and such, which is my favorite. So that's a fun surprise. This calendar started off at $3.65, so I grabbed it. It's never going to be seen. In fact, calendars, if you recall, if you'd looked at them at Dollar Tree this year, they were already stamped at $1.50 on the selection that they had. So it's like, we're not going to get that $1.50. So this was $3.65, and it's now, last time I checked, $4.66, not too long ago. And I'd say I'd be grabbing calendars off of Temu, because my experiences at most drugstores and such, they will hang on to their calendars 6 months in. When I'm at something even like that, Bimart, their calendars were $9.99 to $12.99 and $13, and I'm never going to pay that. Never. Not 20% off. It'd have to be at 50, and I've just not seen calendars at 50% off. Thus, I do have this to put on the wall in the kitchen area. Yay, calendar. And the next calendar that I chose, what I just did with its paperwork. Oh no, Mr. Bill. Well, it was in about the same price range because I didn't want to spend over $4. So definitely, it was under $5. And who is it? It's Jesus Christ, people. The Jesus Christ, here we go again calendar. Yep, here we go again. That's January's go again. Ooh. Oh, Jesus Christ, you shouldn't have. There's Jesus, be mine. You shouldn't have. You shouldn't have. Okay. All right, February, March. You're back. Surprise. Look, he's risen. He's risen. He's got the Easter bunny here and eggs, and he's riding an egg. Go, Jesus. Go, Jesus. You're back. Surprise. Thank you, Jesus. Yay. Okay. April Fools. April Fools. You had me fooled. Jesus Christ, you had me fooled. Okay. He's pointing at yay. Yay. Okay. Okay. You go, Jesus. Oh, May's my birthday month. What are we doing here? Namaste. Oh, we're doing some kind of yoga type of stuff, I guess. He's just stretching. Go, Jesus. Namaste. Manast. Nay. Namaste. Good day, Jesus. Good day. June. Can you believe this weather? Noah, save the grill. It's a little blurry, Jesus. Is that the rain? Jesus outside trying to barbecue and isn't happy. Can you believe this weather in June? Well, July. Oh, now he's out the desert heat. Got a nice little wading pool there to be able to cool off with and float up next to the pink flamingo out in the desert, the proud desert. July. August, 'tis but a suntan. Well, this picture I don't get at all because the face is extremely feminine to me. And there's somebody that's going to be in a world of hurt. You got some color. You got some color. 'Tis but a suntan. World of hurt. World of hurt. Now, September school. Your backpack, my son. Look at Jesus running after to make sure that the backpack goes with the boy on the bus. Come on, my son. Wonderful, September. What we're going to have for October, huh? Okay, are you ready? Humor. Jesus Christ, you scared the shit out of me. Fear not, my child. So, what I've learned from like Tall Bear Halls, this is like a Freddy Krueger type of person. It's gonna be, that's time it's gonna be like, Adrian, no, you didn't learn anything. Jason, is it Jason? Okay, maybe I take Freddy Krueger back. Does he? Anyhow, let's have a wonderful sense of humor because I am having it for October. And I tell y'all, you know, I just showed you prayer pillows. So I have a sense of humor with any of my religious feelings. So, okay, what's happening in November? Don't touch the thermostat. Oh my goodness. Look, we got the outdoors. We got a chair and table going on. We have a picture of the Last Supper. It's the Last Supper. The Last Supper. And, you know, what does Dad say in November? Don't touch that thermostat. Not even a finger. Not even a finger. And now, why, this absolutely matches my Jesus sweater that I wore in December in time to say, Jesus Christ, it's your birthday. It's your birthday. Jesus says, tis litty, tis lit. Is he saying it's lit? Maybe he means his candles, tis lit. Aw, Jesus, are you trying to be hip? I think that the back picture on the calendar is the funniest one of all. And a perfect one for December. Jesus Christ, put some socks on that baby. Okay, so if you haven't left by February, March, or maybe just now, shut it down, shut it down. I think it's funny. I was going to get one of cats. It was nice illustrations. It didn't speak to me tons. This made me laugh, so yay, that's my calendar stuck for the year. All right. Now, this, I'm not sure what in the world, but I kept looking at the Carabiner. Okay, we're going to call him a Carabiner. Never having been an outdoor person of this, you know, I fitness walked. I didn't need any equipment other than my cute walking outfit and my good walking shoes. Well, what I knew, I kept thinking, I was trying to find bigger, was this area here, because some of them seemed very narrow. And my friend Sandy at My Nutty Nook, hey Sandy, how you doing, baby girl? Such a sweet girl, I love her. Sandy is like my niece. Okay, look, Sandy, I got it on. So if it went on like that, then whatever toy is hanging down, see? These just weren't super duper made. And I spent big money on these. Why did you, Adrian? Well, because we're going to leave that one on there for now because it's on there. And then the other one would go in my green purse, which I'm using because I am wearing green. Yep. I'd hauled this shirt before, the green and black long sleeves, the short black zip up the front hoodie because I like it short to have a little different layers. I just showed you these green pants, waist ties, you know, so my leggings. And they're the ones with a little bit of fuzz to them for a little bit of warmth. And this wonderful, speaking of Sandy and why I had the Carabiner in one of her wonderful gifts to me, in our Hobbit gifts, this was something actually that her own mom had given her. And Sandy was then sharing it with me. It's a beautiful, beautiful turtle. But it's not just a turtle. It does happen to be a watch. It's a watch inside. And I'm not taking it to a jeweler, but that's typical of me, isn't it? And if I never took it to a jeweler, it's a watch decor. Maybe I could even put a little tiny picture inside this side like a cameo. But that went beautifully with my green outfit today. So I had 2 of these, and for $3.56. They're really heavy, very heavy, because they can hold up to 800 pounds. I don't think some fluffy purse decorator toy thing. We know it'll hold. It'll hold it. I'm choking myself. Really expensive, really sturdy, so that I can put a plush toy on my purse. Wonder Bear, Adrian, Wonder Bear. We're just going to go ahead and put that down. I thought that was pretty funny. I just had been looking, and what happens if I'm looking at something that I'm really not sure of, I get like, I can't look anymore. I am cross-eyed. I know I want this thing. I'm you know, that's going to be part of making this order because I wouldn't have minded if it was longer. It could have weighed a couple 100 pounds less even. Well, one thing I do want to get to is a ring, because even though I've lost fingernails today, actually I found them, I just was no longer in a mood to put them back on. You know, that's all part of that cutting back on the seriousness that ratchets up in my head of my little family situation. My son and daughter-in-law are doing everything they can. They're doing everything they can with the information that they have. That's the best that any of us could possibly hope for. Absolutely. And it's no easy job. It's no easy job. And I so appreciate all the love and effort, all the hardship they go through daily. I love my little family with all my heart, but backing off, no hysterical crying. ADD, there can be an answer for everything that I'm doing, from procrastination, this and that. ADD can be tracked back for a lot of things. And highly emotional. Highly emotional is one of my diagnoses within that. And I need to back off from being that emotional. I just took this black ring out of its bag. All right. I put it on the middle finger. Okay. Okay, here it is. It's on the middle finger. I like that it's a number of the bands with black design in very small stones on each side and large stones across the top. Really, it is in a gold setting. I don't know if it was in a silver. I would have liked it in both. Like this full black ring in a silver setting I have on this side in a gold setting, and I wore my Timu gold setting with the black stones in it bracelet. That looks out beautifully with that. My hair scrunchie things that I make up for my space buns years ago, literally years ago, from Timu. And wearing, as ever, my silicone and a vintage piece that I have. So right now we're having to combine black and silver. That is such a pretty ring. And what did you pay for it, Adrian? Well, let's check, because I cut the package. I paid $1.06, and you may pay $1.24. Wondering, it almost could be worn without being too loose, but a little loose, to keep it all gold on this hand, how I like to do. That's a very pretty ring, people. Really, really, really pretty. And then when it's open like this, it'll look more open during the summer. So definitely a multi-season design too. The other thing I wanted to show you, because I want to be able to use these. I should have brought other backs. There's many different silicone backs that come on the back of earrings that we buy extras of to have on hand as we lose them, etc., etc., etc. Well, this particular one is a bit different in that they look like round balls of caviar. They look like. Caviar. So while I've cut back from Temu. I'd also cut back from YouTube. We can go over that at other times, but I sort of woke up to YouTube and went to sleep by YouTube. And that was not movies or anything. That was just constantly following people and watching and leaving comments and all this stuff. So right now I've decided that it was too much. My emotions were too caught up in my little family situation that my emotions weren't helping anybody. They were hindering me and a quality of life that I need to choose for myself and work towards owning and having. My goodness, I had put these earrings on. They are made of pewter, a very, very sturdy metal. And they are a fishhook design. These I picked up at the museum store in San Diego. In fact, yes, they have a copyright of the artist. And I remember back then, whew, so long ago. All right, well, this little thing that looks like a little fish egg, a little ball. It is a ball. It's not conical or comical. Okay. That ball, let's see if it'll allow the back of this earring on. So perhaps it's not supposed to go. I don't know. Maybe it's not supposed to go all the way through. That'd be interesting. Well, let's try that. Okay. Can't really picture it. But at least it went on. That was something I was finding a problem with the other day at the vanity. The vanity, my dresser. Is I had bought extra regular conical shape ones and just the silicone, and I was not being able to get the earring back to penetrate the hole provided. Now, I did get this to go on while we were talking, and I'm trying now, because one of the worst things I don't want to do is when you're trying to force it back on and it bends your earring part, and these are, like I said, they're pretty thick. Well, I'm not sure of the success, people, because that's not something anybody wants. So maybe on the back of a post, so that it's not sticking you as much. Or am I finding, is this supposed to be able to go through here? Yeah. Sometimes it feels like something's pushing and it's not, but it is. It did go all the way through. Okay. Well, we are going to have to see about these without as sturdy a post. Will they stand up to being able to push on? But certainly I will not lose the earring. I'd had these saucer shape, alien saucer shape, so it's the plastic with a metal piece attached. So these are, few out so they don't roll all over the place. Let's see what we can do. All right, maybe perhaps a few more. If it would only come out right. Fine, thank you so much. 3 cared to join us. And 1 had to roll right off. Right on. Okay. The one thing you cannot do rolling with them. Look, look, it would lived. It would lived. And it's gone. There were two still on there. Man, oh man, the Chevets. Man, oh man, the Chevets. There we go. See, it's a little bit. There are a full circle. All right. And it's not like they're hard, like they would hurt you like a Lego or anything if you stepped on them. As I say, we'll have to check that out. We've given so much time away to that happening. How fabulous is that? All right, that's it. Enough good fun. I did want to show the ring, and I wanted to show the earring backs for sure. I loved everything that I was able to show you. Wearing my wonderful Temu outfit of the day. So many good things like that. And my card for myself for today. I'm freeing myself from all destructive doubt. Wow, wasn't that a lot of what I was trying to communicate about? Of me pulling back and pulling into myself to learn behavioral modification on my emotions, how to handle them a little bit more, recognize the signs, bring them back. I'm always going to go rocket, but can I bring it back quicker? That's what I learned in learning to drive again from Brenda, my driving coach. After I'd been in a really bad car accident, I didn't think I could drive again. And it was just like, no, it's what you're thinking up here. So what I had to keep reprogramming was every time I got in and thought, oh my God, I'm going to get hit from behind again. I didn't. And you have to say, I didn't. I didn't. And I had to do that a lot. And I am not a good driver. That's why I drive very, very, very little. But anywho, from little family situation, just becoming calmer within myself for myself. And once I can work on being calmer, I think my life is just really going to take that extra path to better. That's what I really, really want. I'm in that last quarter. This is it, last quarter. And if I can have these last years be so much better emotionally and mentally, that'd be terrific. That'd be really, really terrific. So, destructive doubt. Don't be so doubting. Don't want to be doubting all the time. Okay, everybody? I remember I read that, so forget it. We're done. Thank you. Thank you so very, very much. I'm really glad that I got myself together and was able to do this video with you. Yeah, because if you're not out here watching, what am I doing? I hope you're all really well, very well, wonderfully well. Okay, all the good things, people. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you like, go ahead and subscribe. If you'd leave a thumbs up, that'd be awesome. And comments are always appreciated. Okay, guys? Thank you again. I really, really, really love and appreciate you for supporting me. You're my friends.